Clayton and I met in December 1972 in our final year at the University of Alberta in Edmonton. It was a Christmas party that my sister and I and our two roommates had organized to take place at our two-bedroom apartment near the university. It was the kind of party that every father and mother warned their daughter about. Linda, when you move into the big city, do not ever have one of those parties at your place, period. Well, Clayton arrived at the party later in the evening. At 6 feet 3 inches tall and 220 pounds, his entry and his presence did not go unnoticed by me. I decided I would take a risk and put this party guest on my short list for future references.
Something changed in me. I'm better with you than I'll ever be. 'Cause when you walk into a room, life gets a little sweet.
As long-term season ticket holders, Carson and I have lived through and witnessed firsthand at what goes into making a successful team that can stand the test of time. This team, which for simplicity we'll call Clinda, wasn't an overnight success story, but the product of perseverance, hard work, selflessness, and continually doing things the right way, and most importantly, doing all these things together with genuine love and compassion.
We moved west towards the city.
Clayton and I were married in August 1973 at the Ukrainian Catholic Church in Boyle, Alberta. There were no professional wedding planners and event planners like Lynn 50 years ago to help us out when it was the busiest season, harvest season on the farm. There was only farmers, families, neighbors, and friends who never hesitated to do whatever needed to be done.
The bride wore a beautiful dress that she made by hand, and the groom wore a velvet suit in August, because he didn't know any better.
Life gets a little sweeter when I look at you. I see a little clearer through the years, and every change will put up a fight. 'Cause you're my love, my everything.
Clinda's 50-year journey has in many ways paralleled the fate and history of Alberta's two hockey teams. There have been good times, tough times, years where hopes were high, years where expectations weren't met, years of rebuilding, years of frustration, and most importantly, years of triumph. However, unlike our two hockey teams in Alberta, Clinda were smart. They persevered through the tough times, they drafted well to build their team for the future, they grew, they got smarter, and most importantly, they never stopped being there for each other.
Sweeter when I look at you, I see a little clearer.
Clinda started expanding in June of 1979 when they drafted a cocky young rogue named Josh, who unapologetically blazed on the scene and completely changed the dynamics of the Clinda team. He was dashingly good-looking, plump, loaded with talent and a lot of work. Clinda expanded a second time in 1985 when Carson was drafted as a top prospect to provide the team with additional skill, depth, and talent. Shockingly, he was also good-looking. These two young stallions were eventually gelded and fell in line with the Clinda team culture.
Clinda expanded once again in 2007 when Lindsay and Marcelo were invited to sign as free agents to join what is now a successful and talented team. Clinda's most recent expansion was in 2017 when Reggie and Veronica were taken in the expansion draft and enthusiastically agreed to join the team. Reggie and Veronica completely changed the dynamic of Clinda and provided perspective that softened many edges, changed many habits, and allowed the team to grow in much different ways that had been realized in the past. The new additions provided a renewed sense of purpose and priority to the team and has driven Clinda to new heights.
To Linda, my lovely wife, 50 years, thank you for being the rock in our family. Smart, organized, and always focused on the good side of every situation. You have supported me in my passion for the energy business. It kept our sons and myself accountable for our numerous business ventures. Thank you for your guidance. We have worked hard and continue to do so, because that is who we are. Yet our life is in balance. Once again, be young and restless. Let the celebration begin. Thank you.